I'm gonna give up at some point, and I'm gonna feel exhausted and tired. And hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke, and if you're new here, I'm currently posting everything pregnancy related, but I typically post mom and baby, stay at home, food, all that kind of stuff videos. So if you're interested in that, then please subscribe. I also want to take the time to thank my new subscribers. It makes me feel really good seeing my videos reaching people and people getting comforted and getting the information that they've been looking for from somebody that they relate to. So thank you for your support and keeping me to grow my channel. I had a lot of people asking me about natural or unmedicated birthing, so I'm gonna be sharing that in this video. There's like a lot of I don't want to say confusion, but there's a lot of beliefs that we have that we're not really meeting eye to eye on, and I keep seeing like a lot of like mom shaming, and I'm just not for that at all. Like, if you choose to have an elective C-section or go completely unmedicated, if you prefer IV medication over the epidural, I think we all should just be supporting each other and making each other feel good. I don't think it's competition. I know a lot of us don't think it's a competition, but for some reason, it's starting to gain a little bit of popularity where people are feeling like, hey, she's talking about being all natural and breastfeeding, so she must be shaming us and vice versa. And I just don't think that it's I don't think it's benefiting us in any way. So this is not what this video is about. This is just me sharing my tips on how to have an unmedicated childbirth. A natural delivery, to me, natural would be a vaginal delivery with no medication, no induction, no intervention. And I don't really consider breaking the water to be unnatural, but some people probably do. I've never had the epidural. I was induced with my last baby, and I did receive like Pitocin and gas because that Pitocin was kicking my butt. Whew, I couldn't take the Pitocin anymore, and they were still giving it to me, and it was at the highest dose, and I was like, give me some gas. I was actually crying for the epidural, and I was like, no, I'm gonna try to thug it out a little bit longer. Gas. That stuff was good. But besides that, I think I had IV medication with maybe my first. I'm pretty sure that I did. And it wore off quick, maybe after a few hours. And I was so glad that I did opt for that. Because I needed the relief, especially just being a first-time mom and not really knowing what was going on. My body's never been through the whole labor and cervical change. So it was super good to get that relief. And I don't think that we should judge anybody for opting for any sort of pain management or relief or anything that they want. You know, I think that we should all just encourage each other. And it's so weird to say, like, if you get a C-section, a lot of people are saying you didn't actually give birth. I'm gonna have to look into the specifics on this. I never really thought about someone having a C-section not giving birth because they're having their baby. Things that I did to help me labor without getting the epidural, or like prepping my body and kind of preparing. I really think that an unmedicated or a more natural delivery is really, really mind over matter. Like, you have to put your entire mind, body, and soul into it. You can't doubt yourself. You can't let other people be in your ear or your mind doubting you. All you need is just pure encouragement. Even if you have to tell your husband, your partner, your friends, family, whoever's gonna be with you when you give birth, to lie to you. Fucking lie. Say, I got this. Say, you're so strong, you're gonna make it through, you don't need it. Like, if that's what you want to hear, you know, those encouraging words. Some people kind of like to be talked to a little bit differently, or like kind of given into. If you feel like you're folding and you want to get the pain medication, you might want somebody on your side saying, do what makes you feel the best. But if you plan on taking somebody and they're kind of like,
oh, when you start to feel pain, you're gonna want that epidural.
Hey, lie. Like, just say, I don't need it. Encourage me. Like, I'm gonna give up at some point and I'm gonna feel exhausted and tired and like I can't take it anymore. But can you just lie to me? And keep me on my path to an unmedicated birth. I really think that preparing mentally beforehand is super, super beneficial. I have this thing where I kind of get high when I'm giving birth. I think all of the adrenaline and the hormones and chemicals and everything going on in the body kind of make me check out. So I feel privileged and kind of lucky to where I'm not even there mentally, but I also kind of don't like it because I don't remember much about my birthing experiences ever. I don't. I remember like the more traumatizing details or the things that are, you know, super memorable, but I don't remember a lot of the stuff, and I wish that I could. It's because I get so high when I'm giving birth. Natural high. I don't use drugs or anything, so. So to kind of prepare myself mentally beforehand, that was awkward. Why did I do that? God. I I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's the ring light. I'll start watching a lot of natural birthing videos, and I'm not talking about just like the cute little YouTube vlogs. I'm talking about like the raw and unfiltered. You gotta log in and say you're 18 or older to view the videos. This is like people giving birth in the ocean, on lakes, just in the middle of their living room in Russia. Like, I'm not there to understand what's being said. I just want to watch the bodies. I would like to see how the women relax and tense up, their support, the way they breathe, just kind of where their head is at. It makes me feel like, wow, like birthing is so raw and natural, and our bodies were kind of designed to do this. So I feel like we can do it. We have the tools we need built in already. It's natural, it's nature. It's just a part, like we have the specific tools to do it. And our body releases chemicals. And I know it's not like that for everybody. Sometimes things don't go the way that nature would have intended them to go. But just in its raw form, we got it. Like, we can do this. We were able to get pregnant and carry this baby. Our bodies should, and sometimes they don't agree, which is out of our hands, and we shouldn't feel guilty or upset that it didn't happen that way. Seeing other women's experiences in the rawest form is super encouraging to me. Also, reading stories. I'll go on different blog websites and read the stories. So not only getting that visual, but having the words go straight into my mind, and I'm able to process these stories mentally and kind of create my own, you know, videos mentally. That is something that I really love to do. I can spend hours doing it, and I probably do. It might be the Virgo in me, but I'll sit and just watch and read for months, like literally months. I've probably explored like every type of birthing. Different positions, laying down, on all fours, squatting. Of course, everything unmedicated, just because it keeps that going. But I'll just explore birth and just every type of birthing, just everything, and just learn about it all. For whatever reason, that's what type of brain I have, and that's what gets me to react a certain way. So I know, hey, I read about this, I came across this fact, I know what to expect when this happens, I've heard about this before, and I actually read the outcome. So it makes me feel really, really good, just knowing everything. To prepare my body, I will start to drink red raspberry leaf tea. It's by Traditional Medicines. I think there's other brands out there, but this is the one that I've been drinking for years. I drink it when I'm not pregnant. This is to help tone the uterus, and it also helps with postpartum recovery. The bleeding, the contractions are more efficient. I noticed I started doing this not this pregnancy, I think the one before, and even though the labors didn't go well, I could really see a difference with pushing in my uterus and the bleeding and the postpartum bleeding. I hardly bled. What is this? Did you eat it? No, I didn't eat it. What kind of text message is that? I eat everything. I love that tea, and I can't tell you the exact specifics right now in this video. I'll post them here. We can just take a second. To read that. I do drink that, and I think I'm about to be about 34 weeks. So I'm gonna start drinking it more regularly and get it in there. I was drinking it a few weeks ago because I like it, and then I was like, I'm getting a lot of Braxton Hicks. Maybe I shouldn't drink it. And there's also a big misconception about this tea that it can actually induce your labor. It won't induce your labor. Some people will say, oh, go ahead and brew the whole freaking box, like 12 bags of tea or something. Don't do that. Like, it's not going to induce your labor. Just think of it as something that's kind of like a vitamin. It's helping your uterus before giving birth, after giving birth, postpartum bleeding, all of that kind of stuff. Keep drinking it. Just keep drinking it after you have your baby too, because it'll make your periods lighter. The bleeding will be more efficient. It'll get rid of more clumping and clotting and all that kind of stuff. So I really recommend that tea all the time. I also start to eat dates. There's different types of dates. And I can't pronounce them. The medjool dates or medjool, yeah, dates. They're not grown here in the US. They're much bigger and sweeter, but they're also harder to find here. You might be able to order them on Amazon or like on some website. But I just do the Deglet duals. I learned on a TV show that dual means this, so I feel weird when I say it now. They're called dates. Why am I saying dual? No one said dual. It just... Why am I thinking about penis in foreign languages? Oh my gosh. Okay. Deglet Noor dates. And those ones are actually grown here in the United States. They're smaller, less sweet, more fibrous. They kind of got like a little bite to them, but those are the ones that I'm used to. And I've seen, I actually did it on TikTok the other day because someone was like, how else can I eat those? I don't like the taste. So I made cookies and just chopped them up and put them into cookies, which is probably the fattening route, but it tasted really good. So I just couldn't complain. I was like, if you're really trying to eat some and you don't mind about some weight gain, or you eat sweets anyways, this might be a little bit better for you. But I also see people mixing them into smoothies, which sounds really freaking good. I love dates. The dates help to soften the cervix. They also give you a lot of fiber. The serotonin, which is like the feel-good hormone in your body, they help you increase your serotonin. Not too much to make you like go all crazy. So you would start eating dates at 36 weeks, and you would eat 3 medjool dates because they're bigger, or 6 of the the Noor Deglet dates. I really wish I knew how to pronounce that properly. There's something called tannin, and I think tannin helps with healing. Maybe blood clotting? I'm gonna have to look that up to be sure. But they're super beneficial, and I think that everybody should just eat them regularly, pregnant or not. Men, women, everybody should eat them. The high fiber in them, they help with vitamin K. There's lots of iron in them. They're just a really healthy fruit to eat. So I think they're a good thing. Coconut water. And they actually recommend that you drink coconut water while you're giving birth too, versus regular water. More hydrating, and the antioxidants. Oh, there's lots of antioxidants in dates also. But coconut water is supposed to be way more just beneficial for your birth. People say start drinking coconut water a lot at the end of pregnancy, and even more so when you're in labor or start to feel contractions. And I did that with Julian, even though I was being induced, my last baby. I feel like it went pretty smoothly. Like, everything went good. I healed quickly. It was just a really good birth, given the Pitocin and everything else involved. I hear induction stories that are usually super traumatic, and this one wasn't. So I'm very appreciative and thankful of that. Oh my gosh. I'll start doing pregnancy yoga. You should be doing it your entire pregnancy and walking, but I just know this, I don't have time to do it now. I'll take the baby to the park, but he's not wanting to just walk laps around the park. So the bit of walking that I do is chasing him around the store, chasing him around the park, but I don't get nice, calming, relaxing walks where I can like kind of meditate or like zone out and pray, whatever your preference is. Walking, nature walking, the sun absorbed into your skin, that's something that I love to do. I think it kind of plays with the first thing that I was saying, where you should have your mind, body, and soul all like ready to go. Walking, especially in the nature, outdoor, sunlight, blue sky, green grass, even if you're walking in the snow and you're getting that cast from sun onto the white snow, it's bright. I know that shit's bright, right? Wear sunglasses? I don't know, but it's just super good for you to be a part of the earth and with the elements, feeling it on your skin. I love to just sunbathe. It's winter right now, but the direct sunlight, when it's cold outside, it feels so good. It's extremely peaceful, feeling the wind, hearing the birds, the leaves rustling around. Super, super awesome. I love it. It makes me want to go lay out in the sun right now. I also am really big on grounding, and that's where you spend 10 minutes at least outside barefoot in the grass, not on the cement or concrete, but in the grass, the dirt, just raw ground, and just feeling you can do it in your own yard or a space that you have, so you're not doing it out in public if you're not comfortable with all that. But it's super, super good for you. Something about being connected and getting that pull and the energy that comes up off of the earth and absorbing it into your own body. We're probably sounding a little bit hippie right now, but this is all stuff that I do. It makes me feel good. It gives me confidence. I'm confident in these things. I don't think that it's just like in my head. I really believe in them, so it makes me feel really good. Like I was getting at before, but I got distracted, was the yoga and meditation and stretching and like walking and all of that. Just, my kids are all home. To start stretching and really working on some more like pelvic floor, lower back, inner thigh. I don't want to say workouts because I don't work out. I haven't in a long time. Getting those muscles down in that pubic area stretched a little bit, toned. I hate the word toned, but strengthening the area is super important. It also is really relieving. I just started doing more of the pregnancy yoga recently because I was experiencing a lot of pubic bone pain. And I was like, you know what, let me just try, even though I'm so nervous because that area is so fragile right now that I'm nervous to make one quick shift and just blow my whole freaking coochie out. I don't want to do that. I'm scared. So I've been like babying it. This is all sounding kind of weird. But like really being easy when I move around and like take slow steps and being cautious, but actually going in and stretching and doing a few like little workouts and hip strengthening workouts and stuff was actually really, really relieving. So if you're having pubic bone pain, I suggest you do it. If you're trying to gear up for even a medicated delivery, you should do it. Even if you're not pregnant, fucking do it. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Dudes can do it too. There's pelvic floor workouts and male Kegels. Like, we should all just be working on it, you know? Just tone it up. I think it's a good idea. I almost peed right now. More Kegels, Brooke. More Kegels. Whew. And then the stretching, yoga, meditations, coconut water dates, red raspberry leaf tea. That's pretty much what I do. And the support system. So even if these aren't people that you live with, your friends, your family, your partner, whoever, online, we have access to the internet, and there are a ton of websites, forums, here on YouTube. TikTok has a huge community of people who are wanting to learn more, share more, and embrace you and kind of lift you up. I'm always available for that. I do it all over my TikTok. If you don't have me added on TikTok, I'm pretty sure that I talked about my my cooking channel, but I haven't really been going on that one because I haven't been in the mood to cook. I just don't have the spark for it. But just Brooke So Basic on TikTok. I post videos, tips, whatever. The whole community on there is pretty positive, and I filter comments out. So if there's any sort of mom shaming, I block the people. That's the baby. I block the people. I don't mess with that. I'm not gonna do any sort of mom shaming.